Play a little bit of music for you there, Chad. We'll be see if we can get anybody else coming in, talk about the show in a little bit, do an after show. Let's listen to a little bit more music first, though. It's not going to be no music stream, I promise.
Are we clear?
No, you guys are hot. How you doing?
Sure.
How you doing, guys? Apex? Silverfish? You there? Well,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, are we on? Are we hot?
We're on. We're hot. We're
we
hot
hot?
as hell. We'll ask Chad a little bit. You know, we're going to trust him tonight. Hopefully everyone's going to be nice. Everyone's going to be good and give us some good feedback on what those audio levels are. Maybe we'll have a hot friend out there as well. He can help us out. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are still alive? You haven't died from the Wu flu?
No.
Oh, man. I bounced right back from that Wu flu. Man.
I was praying for you all week. You know, a bit under it last.
Oh, yeah. So I was sick. Real quick. I got sick. And the funny thing is, at least for me, it was funny. It took me like 6 days, like a whole week to go through the cycle. My kid got it, and she beat it in 2 days. She woke up 2 days later and was completely fine. I couldn't believe it.
That's that childhood, youthful vigor.
It makes me think that's why Queen Elizabeth is still alive. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I don't know anything.
I think they might be a little bit vampiric, and I'm not even being conspiratorial. Because I would, if I had all the money in the world, I would probably steal the blood of the innocent as well. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Well, I mean, you see what it does here. Oh man, how about you guys? How are you doing? What a show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Man, it was a good show. It was a lot of soundboard, but Dame is hilarious as ever. I think that was great. The Democratic Coverage Convention.com, whatever.
You sound
how
beat,
do you
my
guys
friend.
feel about that? Well, you know,
Yeah.
that's life, bro.
It's a little tiring. It is a little bit tiresome. Can you believe it? Like you're watching these debates, and first of all, like my first thought is there going to be like a democratic escape velocity? Does that make any sense?
Oh God, I hope it's soon.
Right? Like they're proposing all this nutty shit. Are they gonna? I don't know. Like I can't imagine saying anything half that crazy. And I think to myself, either people are gonna just take it and go with it, and it's actually gonna get escape velocity and take off in a way we can't stop, or it's just gonna collapse and burn. I don't know. But
It'll eventually collapse and burn, even if it does take off.
Yeah.
The policies are not conducive to fire safety.
Well, maybe I didn't think out this metaphor, frankly, because I can't even think what orbit would be. What, like total socialism? I don't know.
Hey, apparently I'm a little quiet, man. Turn me up.
Turn you up. All right. I'll take care of that.
The fucking pandering is insane. It's so entertaining, though. Just listening to them, really like try and one up how much they care about people that are never gonna make.
Who are they pandering to? That's what I want to know. Who?
The usuals. Come on.
The usuals. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's why it's funny why I bring it up, because they say like they talk so much about, like, you would think at surface level they're going for the black vote, right? With the stuff they talk about and the people they talk about, but I don't think they're actually going for that vote. I don't think that's what this is about. I think it's posturing to a different demographic, so to speak.
It's a tailspin of acceptable speech, that's for sure. Because we're definitely at a point where it's like, well, you gotta say the right things all the time in a public setting.
What is up with your mic over there? You're going.
Yeah, they're saying turn down Apex. How's my sound now, Chad? I think I got turned up.
You did sound a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's like it's a tailspin because even the people that are against it can't fucking say anything, even when their political platform is counter to what they're now saying. It's fucked.
Wait. Well, I just don't. I don't think it can be taken at surface level. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. For example, some people are saying that what's going on in Iowa is a veneer of incompetence. I think it's a little conspiratorial to say that it's actually all very orchestrated to be like this, because I don't think people are that competent. But hey, it could be, right? I mean, sometimes people get it right. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they should be freaking out about Russia interference a lot more than they are.
You do. More Russian interference.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's like just an app that fucks up the entire vote, right? And no one's going to claim that it's rigged at all, or that the recovered results aren't also fucked. You know what?
Well, I think that they want to wait on that one until they can use it. That's like a trump card, so.
Yeah.
I mean, they use it a hell of a lot, but hey, you can't use it all the time. The Pete guy is a complete robot. Number one, it's creepy. I mean,
it's interesting
that?
It's interesting every election cycle, just some random comes out of the woodwork and then gains popularity somehow.
Some random. Have you been hearing what people say about him, like where he comes from? Who supports him?
No.
Apex, have you?
No, I have no idea.
Well, I think the common meme now is that he's a Fed, and that the CIA are the people that put him into place. I mean, he was the FBI, right? Right?
I don't know. The tinfoils, I've been going nuts all month.
That's not fucking tinfoil. No, like there's an interview of Pete, whatever the fuck his name. He's like, yeah, I had my package and I hope they wanted to pick me up in his most robotic fucking tone. The dude is 100% deep fucking state. I don't even think that's a conspiracy. I mean, can't tell me if I'm wrong or I got fucking trolled again, but
it's good when you see one because you know you're not completely fucking nuts.
Look at this guy. Look at Pete. This guy is like, that's what I would think. That's what the real, like, that fucking cartoon American Dad with the guy working CIA and make it all cutesy. That's what they're really fucking like. I don't know. I'm sure they're not all bad. My fucking God. I mean, do you want this guy in charge of anything? And he's probably in charge of a lot and knows more than you.
Yeah, he knows what's best.
Yeah, Pete knows best. That fucking guy, man. I don't know. He creeps me out And I'm just going to tell you right now, chat, I am in good health and I have no negative thoughts or any mental health issues. So if I find myself in the middle of the fucking street in the middle of the night, you know what happened. God damn it. Shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff. It just creeps me out. Does it creep you out? Does it ever creep you out? Do you ever feel like you're just kind of fringing upon something that maybe you shouldn't know?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time?
Bro. Yeah, it's easier to just feign ignorance or to be ignorant, but yeah, once you start just critically looking at the entire system at a big picture, it's hard not to get conspiratorial and weird and tinfoil hat guy, you know?
Man. Yeah. I mean, I wish I had the time, right? Like, if I was a retired better man, I might spend my time sitting around analyzing the behavior of all these fucking people. Like, I would look at Schumer, I'd look at Pelosi, before and after Epstein. Like, what's their behavior like? Because I don't know anything. I'm just some shithead from nowhere. But I can imagine if I was a powerful person and I see Epstein basically, self-delete, right, that way, I'd be a little bit worried because that means no one's off the list.
Yeah, well, I guess the conspiracy theory would say that he's like just in the fringes of that power circle, right? He was like breaking in and using his island and the tapes to blackmail people, right? So
Yeah.
you know, if he's if he's trying to get into it and he's blackmailing the high ups and stuff, you know, he can get knocked out.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out the Epstein thing tonight. We're serious dudes.
Hey Chad, how's
it?
the sound right now? Is the music good? Is it too loud? How do we sound?
I think you sound just fantastic, my friend.
Yeah, you guys sound good to me.
People say we sound too similar, so maybe I should start talking with a more manic tone. And
Yeah,
then
go ahead.
we'll distinguish. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying. And we'll distinguish ourselves further. We'll see how it. I don't know. I don't want to get off the debate because I'm into an Epstein territory. At least not yet. I feel like an alien. You know, I watch the stuff and I can't answer. I can't fucking answer because I'm like, when I was a kid, I was stupid. Stupider than now. But so I can't put things into perspective with this. Was it always this bonkers?
I don't think so. And like my parents and grandparents told me, like it's just gotten crazier and crazier. Like the 60s were crazy, you know, but they weren't this crazy. And there was a period of being normal in between.
Well, I don't even know.
The 90s were pretty good. The 80s were decent.
I mean, silver my fish. I can't even trust that. When you're like, well, the 60s weren't as crazy. Well, okay, well, the news is worse. And the news is bad. History is worse. I can't trust anything. I don't know how bad the 60s were. I wish I could trust it, but I feel like I can't trust anything, and that's part of the violation of it. The news is violated.
Yeah, you can't trust anything. That's true. That's a good way to live your life.
It sure is.
I mean,
give yourself a fucking ulcer.
The news is an entity to sell ads and to entertain people now, especially cable news, not to inform. You just have to remember that. There might be information in there, but that's not their motive. Their motive is to enrage and to get more views over time to sell ads.
Yeah.
All right, Apex, what
a history book has never lied or omitted anything, right? We totally never had death camps of our own, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's impossible for a history book to lie because that's history. Yeah. Which is fact.
We totally didn't dispose of a ton of Germans just after the war.
Well, who knows about that, though, my friend, right? Because history... I love that people pretend like they know. How many people on fucking Twitter... Number one, I was giggling like a gleeful little idiot. Well, the day that Trump got acquitted, I was having the time of my life on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was half-chubbed all day, man. It was great.
How many fucking people did you see tweeting, well, history's gotta remember you? It's like, how the fuck... Can you even pretend to tell me that you think you know what history's gonna do or remember? Like you're a Charger, like you just lost everything. Oh, but you know what history's gonna remember. Get fucked.
Well, it's like, and you have to focus on the certain ones, you know, colonization of your company, independence of your country, and the whole.
I'm assuming you said the Holodomor.
Yeah.
Guys, I do want to talk about the Wuhan flu, the Wu flu, a little bit, and we have a special guest in the green room. I think it might be a good time to bring him in.
Alrighty.
Hey, caller, what should we call you, buddy? We'll give you a minute for the stream lag here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I was listening to your conversation. I want to say I'm a full blast fanboy. Really appreciate the work you're doing with this archive. So like what you guys are talking about the news and stuff, man. Like, rule of thumb generally is to not trust the news. But it's really blowing my mind how like so many people who are generally like fuck the news media, you can't trust the mainstream media, are like buying hook, line, and sinker to their coverage of this Wuhan virus. Like, I don't understand.
They're all in sync.
It's crazy how in sync they are.
Yeah.
That's what makes me think like shit is really going down with this. Like, this is not something to brush off on.
Now, the Wuhan or the mind?
Both.
Both.
Well, yeah, both of them. But yeah, like the Wuhan virus, fucking 400 million people quarantined.
Guys,
that's insane.
1 second, real quick. Mirax, $3. Go back. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. 400 million people.
Yeah, that.
400 million fucking people. Like, yeah. I can't. I asked my wife today. I was driving around. I was like, yeah, "Can you imagine 400 million?" She's like, "That's kind of a hard number to imagine." I'm like, well, it's bigger than the entire country. The entire country. It's everyone in the country plus more.
Plus all the illegals. It's the country plus the illegals.
Yeah, basically. Although we know everyone accounted for. I even said it like that. I'm jaded about that too. Who knows how many people?
Just
400 million people though. Yeah, it's fucking mind-boggling.
Unheard of numbers. Like, so mind-boggling. How
this is what like a government would do if they're trying to prevent hysteria on a mass scale, is say it's okay, don't worry about it, blah blah blah, right?
This is gonna sound really fucking retarded, right?
Yeah,
have you ever read? Yeah, well, have you read the Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks?
Not only did I read it, but I listened to the audiobook and didn't read it.
Alright, so like stage one is like, alright, the media is gonna tell you to stay calm. This is when you should be freaking the fuck out. Like, okay, look at the Ebola coverage, look at the SARS coverage. Like, just people going insane in the news. Like, oh, watch out for this, blah, 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 blah. This one, stay calm.
You're right about that. It was a little bit different. They kind of hyped out the Ebola.
Wait, are you telling me they've quarantined 400 million people, burning people around the clock, and closed off traffic? China's decreased tariffs, okay? And they're spraying some chemicals all day long, and you're telling me to stay calm?
Right? I mean,
this is not the news media I know of.
I'm trying to find the image here, but some scholars on a reputable internet site called 4chan made the calculation saying, I don't know, they're
burned.
Yeah.
So their math adds up as well.
Nutty.
The way they did it was track
people, but their math adds up.
Yeah, they were burning SO2, or they're tracking the SO2, I guess, sulfur dioxide.
Yeah, sulfur dioxide, yeah.
Yeah, from burning bodies, and they can
like
track
113 grams per body or something like that.
Yeah, so the calculation was how many again? I'm trying to find the image, but I can't.
Somewhere between 14 to 15,000. It's a crazy number.
Is that per day or what total right now?
I don't know.
It's a big number, Silverfish.
Yeah, it's a big number, and that's how many bodies are in the atmosphere. You could guess. So about 14,000.
And then you got to think about the people in the rural areas, or the people that stay quarantined and then die at home.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if they're getting burned and all that shit too.
They don't count into the official death stats.
Well, and the other thing too, like China isn't very forthcoming with information in general, which is also very worrying, right?
Trust China, fucking China of all places, man.
Right.
Like, China says it's fine. The World Health Organization says, China's doing a good job. Good job, guys.
You bring up the rural areas too, and I think that's interesting because I think maybe if from the little information we get, we can look at China as a model for what might happen here. Like, what's happening over there? Anyone from the city who comes out to like a little village gets run out of fucking town.
Yeah, no. See, listen, I'm gonna go super nerdy on you boys.
All right,
have you heard of the corrupted blood incident in World of Warcraft?
No. Please explain it.
Okay,
Keep it brief, but explain.
This is like a legitimate case that the CD studies of epidemics. So, World of Warcraft, there was this boss that would give you a status effect called corrupted blood, and it was like a viral effect that would affect everyone around you. And it was people discovered you could teleport out once you got that affected, and you can infect anyone like in the towns and stuff, right? So NPCs, shopkeepers, those guys are like essential, so they don't die. So they have the effect, and they can pass it on to people, but they won't die.
Oh, they were just the host carriers or whatever.
Exactly. So CDC studied this as like epidemic, plague, sort of like what would happen. They even accounted for like the people who would have the effect and log off with the effect and hide during like the purges, and then they would log back in and affect everyone again. So like I was linked a video earlier today of this elevator in Wuhan, and someone had put toilet paper out there to like so people could take it and press a button and not like touch any buttons. And some like old disgusting Chinese bitch just started like spitting and coughing on like all the toilet paper.
Yeah, that's also part of the problem, I think, is just the all the spitting and coughing that's just pervasive in society in China. You know, I've heard about that before too.
We got to plug these people up. That's the only problem. Only solution: just put scarves around their mouths. Perfect.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, I know there's been infections outside of China in like Western countries, and I heard Africa had its first cases. I don't know if they're being contained well or at all, but like, if this is just a China problem, I think the totalitarian government there would be ruthless in eradicating it, locking everyone down, and probably just death camping a lot of people or whatever to get rid of it.
Look, listen, Xi Jinping is having a problem with the party, so like that's how you know shit's going down. Like if the president is not doing well, like that's something to worry about.
Now, do you think this is going to be a problem contained to China, or do you think it's going to be a worldwide fuck up?
It depends. If it was like a natural occurrence, like people are claiming it came from badass or whatever.
Do you really think that, though? Definitely. Do you really think it came from fucking bats?
Listen. MERS, which was pretty devastating. Are you familiar with MERS?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's coronavirus, but it was the Middle East respiratory syndrome. That was limited to like transmission from camels to humans. And that was like a 40-50% fatality rate. That was pretty dangerous. With this one, like human to human, like it's not outside the realm of possibility. It was natural. It's also not outside the realm of possibility. It was designed. Like I'll just put it that way. Like it's not. Either way, like there's a possibility on that.
Well, did you guys see the stories about the Harvard bio researchers or whatever that got arrested?
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. Well, what was the? Do you know their names? I forget, but they got arrested basically for smuggling out like research samples of basically biochemicals and whatever to China.
Yeah, there was that one, the guy from Harvard, Cleaver, and then there was another one, like a Chinese spy working in Canada that was working on like in a lab about coronavirus.
Gotcha.
So like, it's hard to say either way. I wouldn't be surprised if it was engineered, because like the rate this is traveling and like the transmission rates, it's pretty fucking nutty.
Yeah. How about that fucking Eugene guy? He's out there. One of the Killstream crew piloted a tweet from Eugene where he's going.
Eugene's a retard.
He's going into this hyper detailed, like he's naming the nucleases, like the enzymes that are like as if anyone in this fucking audience understands. Oh, he named this certain nuclease. That means it's not engineered in the lab. I totally understand that.
No, that's horseshit. Come on, that's horseshit.
Oh god, it's so frustrating. The
Did
amount
you
of potential.
listen to JF on the Dick Show? What do you reckon about what he had to say?
No, I have not listened to that.
Same.
But
I haven't
JF's
listened yet.
French, and he is probably gay, so I don't agree with him.
He reckons he has he reckons he is a qualified virologist, and he's like saying
Oh,
pretty
fuck JF. That guy hung out with, was he a Sargon guy, right?
Oh no, they all hung out with Sargon. I don't know.
Yeah, well, fuck him, whatever.
Nice.
Listen,
I love the opinion. What's up?
Meteker and his coverage about Coronachan.
Yeah.
I know you cover his streams. Like, it's been pretty spot on. Like, I like how he's looking at what actually is going on instead of what's being said, and that's the important thing. Like, a 400 million person quarantine that is nuts. And like, if you look at the Chinese market, trillions of dollars lost. They cut off their biggest festival of the year. You don't do that for no reason.
Well, that's what Battle Beagle's been tweeting about is the supply chain. How long until we start seeing that effect first?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna take a huge economic toll because we get all our shit from China, and if everyone's quarantined,
What's
Listen,
good? What?
Listen, China dropped most of the tariffs against the U.S. So, like, they've capitulated in that trade war they're having with China, which shit is fucking serious.
Well, you know what? I can't even wrap my head around the seasonal aspect of this. I mean, we gotta take it one.
The aspect of it is because we've reached like such a high infection rate that by the time people become immune to the virus, it's mutated enough to be different enough to affect people all over again. That's what a seasonal sort of thing is. And with a seasonal 2 to 3% fatality rate, that's insane. Like, that's millions of people dead every year. The Spanish flu in like the 1920s that devastated the world population was about 2 to 3%. Like, there's no way you can stand this every year. No way.
Well, maybe it'll shake out in a positive way. Maybe everyone, just maybe, the guy who owns all our student loans will fucking croak. I mean, how much did that...
Bernie will get elected? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying everyone in China will kick the bucket. That'll just get erased. Coronachan, do your work. Somehow. God's on our side, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there's all those weird conspiracy theories that like it's targeted towards Chinese people who have a certain like specific receptor. I don't know how confirmed that is. That would be interesting if it was, but yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, like the 5 times more likely an Asian male, something like that. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh man, Silverfish as an Asian male, how do you feel?
Yeah. I feel upside down. I'm gonna dig a hole to America.
Listen. He's not Asian. He's just so high he can't open his eyes.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah. No, okay, so actually, caller, we didn't get a name for you, sir. I was gonna address you by name. What should I call you?
Just make something up. I don't give a shit.
All right, PapaPajeet.
All right, there we go.
All right, Papa.
Thank you very much.
Hey, yeah, thank you, Papa. Maybe Dr. PapaPajeet, actually, because
Dr. Papa?
No.
But what should we?
That's legal liability.
Okay. Thanks, Papa.
Smart.
Lawyer PapaPajeet.
Yeah.
What would you recommend?
No.
Esquire.
What would you recommend the common man do if the Wu flu gets to America and it's all kind of spreading around like it is in China? Because that's the big fear everyone has, right? It gets here and it's just as bad.
Top 3 things to buy. What are the 3 things you buy?
Not condoms.
3 things.
What do you buy?
Listen, like,
you rush to the Walmart. You rush to the Walmart.
Because like most of the people will be fine. Okay,
Yeah.
But that's still a pretty significant disruption if 3% of the population dies. You know what I mean? It'll probably be your kids, probably your grandparents. They're all gone. But yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, so I recommend you always buy bullets, water, and more bullets.
How about water filters too, man?
Fuck your water filters.
There you go. Like, get a Life Straw, or what's that company that's actually better than Life Straw that I like better? I'll find it. But yeah, get a couple of those.
And gay, and I don't want any part of it.
Not Life. I know there's another company that makes them, and they're not gay, and they're better.
Sounds environmentally friendly and climate change.
Are you
saying
really
is
asking,
I have a dirty old pond on my
where to buy
compound.
water filters? You know where to buy water filters. Everyone
I have a
knows where to
dirty-
buy water filters.
I have an old pond
Listen,
on my compound. I can drink it if I have a filter, a camping.
If you have a fire, you have a water filter. You fucking retards.
Yeah,
A filter and a piece of glass, and you have a water filter. Shut up.
How about a coffee pot? Is that a water filter?
I think so.
I mean, as long as you can boil the water and like trap the steam
Yeah.
into another container,
Right? It's
yeah, you've got a water filter.
Yeah, just make coffee without the garage.
J.
There you
Mouse, yeah, I see you a lot. I don't like you, but yeah, water bullets are the answer.
go.
Guys, Papa,
Cars.
thanks for stopping by, man. You should hang out a little bit. We have someone else in the green room I want to drag in.
Yeah, we're giving you the hard kick now. Thanks for stopping.
But no,
Thanks, man.
stay around if you want to. If,
No,
if
I'm
not,
kicking it out.
Go. All right, whatever.
Fuck you, Full Blast Forever.
I think-
See you later. Yeah, you are. I love you. Thanks for calling in.
Never meet your heroes, though.
What do we got here?
Mobius, hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, howdy. Hold on, let me get my headset on.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's Mobius because the echo is goes to fucking eternity.
Oh, there we go. That's much better.
Hey,
So,
Mobius,
how you
thanks
guys
for
doing?
joining. Good. We're just talking about the Wu Flu and the Democratic debate and Ralph retort. Did you have a good
yeah.
Ralph? Did you watch any of that?
Not the last one, but the one before that I did. I've been. You mind if I bring up something about the coronavirus? I kind of put it in the general chat, but
Yeah, what's on your mind?
doesn't this shit remind you of World War Z, like the book, because the virus in that novel originated from China?
Did it?
Yeah, because I remember the book. That's
Yeah.
that's where it all started with,
Was that the book
Zero.
that was written from like all the different perspectives? Like you had some retarded
Yeah, that
dog.
one.
Yeah, I remember that one. It feels a little bit like that. Yeah, like when they're talking about some patient got unloaded in New Jersey and the medics weren't wearing masks. I'm like, I'd see this in a
yeah.
zombie movie. Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
entertaining.
glad I'm not the only one who remembers.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: which one did you like more? Are you enjoying this more than the book?
Not quite yet, since, I mean, I did buy a SIG Sauer M400. It's an AR variant. Can't wait
Sounds-
to shoot the zombies, but, I mean, that hasn't come yet, so I'm a little disappointed. Give it
Can you-
time, though.
Hell yeah.
You know, someday you're gonna be like, dying side by side with a blue hair. Oh, it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. This is just everyone was loving the idea of we just need aliens and we'll all have a common enemy. Well, here we go. Let's
Yeah,
hope.
we have zombies.
Yeah, let's hope it rears its ugly head. And all your horrible in-laws get murdered. I mean, just come on, just admit it. You want it to happen. I do too. How fantastic!
I mean,
Your boss
jokingly,
your
yes,
boss gets eaten
only
alive.
because I have enough
Fuck 'em.
ammo, but, I'm not really too sure.
Yeah, that's all right. You don't have
Oh,
to.
man.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. I hope good luck in the zombie war if it breaks out. I think it'll do fine, fantastic with a 6 hour.
You too, guys.
Yeah. Thanks
Yep.
for calling in.
Cheers.
Bye.
6 hour. That's what is that like Swiss?
I don't know. Think so. I
Yeah,
know it's a
that's
good brand. Good
I like the
brand
name.
of firearm.
Yeah. The marketing is strong with that one. I don't know. It feels it just sounds like something I would throw money at. Like, yeah. Give me the 6 hour or whatever. I'll take it.
If you want to talk about marketing, though, man, Glock has like the marketing corner.
Real quick, SIG is a Sig Sauer
German
is a
word?
brand name used by two sister companies involved in the manufacture and design of firearms. The original company, Sig Sauer, is a German company, and it's a partnership with the other part, Switch Industry something. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Swiss and German company merger.
Thanks, Data.
Speaking of sisters, did you guys see that Brazzers musical video they made?
No, I didn't. I saw everybody loving it, and I couldn't
was
bring
pretty
myself
great.
to consume the degeneracy. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So Brazzers made a music video about like a musical from like something you see at a Disney movie about step incest porn, and it was hilarious.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, I think
That's
half the
everywhere
cast gonna
now,
love this.
which
Half
is
the cast
weird.
What do you think about it? I want to hear your guys' personal takes on it. We're gonna bring it up. Let's go.
Dude, if we get porn Hollywood, I'm fucking so.
incest porn is, as it was discussed on the Dick Show, it's the last place where the porn stars actually show shame, which really gets my dick.
That's a good. I can't deny that's a point. You know, I'm thinking about it, and maybe. Well, I mean, you're talking outside of like straight, like abuse, like facial abuse shit, right? Like I can't imagine. Talking about shame in an otherwise normal situation, right? Is that what you're talking about? Well, I'm having audio issues. I can only hear you, Apex. How you doing?
Hey,
And Silverfish, I hear you too.
I don't know, man.
PapaPajeet dropped off, I guess.
Well, you guys, I want to hear your opinions on this fucking Brazer shit.
I didn't watch the video. I don't know anything about it, honestly. Should I watch it real quick or something? Is it full nude? Could we play it on stream? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself for 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, if you're asking me if my opinion on whether or not you should fucking watch this, I think you know fucking well. I'm a dad, goddammit. I watched the shit. The only thing I can think of, fucking bitch, you dumb bitch. What are you doing to yourself?
Is it the Death to All But Brazzers music video, or is it something else? Because I see a Big Tit music video.
I'm just assuming you can look up Brazzers musical, and it would be by look up by upload, and it's gonna be the most recent one with 10,000 views. I don't know.
Listen, it's called A Step Away. It's hilarious.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I'm sure it's fantastic.
Oh, it's on YouTube though, so I guess it's not nude and shit.
No. It's mostly safe for work.
Okay.
One of the lyrics is, "You can fornicate if you're a step away." How can you not find that hilarious?
It's funny.
I wonder who is
subversively
normalizing this. Who made this music video and produced it and paid for it? What group of people?
All of us normalize it by jerking off to step porn.
Yeah.
All of us. This is on us.
He's got you there. You gave them clicks,
Man.
and they paid for it. This is paid for and clicks. It's crowdfunded and clicks.
The only reason I do it is because there's so much of it, and there's not any normal porn anymore.
Well, you know, I did find.
And I like MILFs. If you look up MILFs, they're all banging their kids now. So I just you remember the MILF Hunter from like 2002?
Yeah, no. Now he's just in step porn. It's disgusting.
Okay, look. I still find this to be an interesting take. Number one, who watches porn with volume on? You mute that shit and you don't listen to it. Yeah. Two, I like what that one guy said, which is that this is an ethnic, like this is the one genre of porn where you have people of the same ethnicity that you can guarantee you're not gonna find you know, something that might be otherwise annoying or distasteful to you along the ethnic borders. You know what I'm talking about here?
Annoying and distasteful. Are you
talking about it?
Porn?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, you racist!
You know what I'm talking about, though. Like, I think that's true. It's true. It's one of the it is a genre where you don't see that. So I think that's
that is weird though. You don't find like black incest porn.
No, you don't. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, usually it's just like black guy like fucking another guy's wife, and like that's what they're pitching into.
Fucking
like black girls if you're looking for the real like nasty get out hood rat stuff.
I mean, some of the nicer black girls get fucked by white guys, but yeah, if you want to see hood rat black, they get fucked by black guys.
No. Which nicer black girls are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
No, please elaborate.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably the ones that get paid in the triple digits.
Oh yeah,
the double.
The ones who can negotiate. Good answer. Good answer.
I was reading this article actually. It's about it was some porn star who was like promoting the fact that she's a porn star and like how racist the system is.
Mia Khalifa. Was that her name?
It might have been someone else. I don't know for sure. But like apparently, there's your pay is determined on what you've done before. So like, okay, a new anal video, you've never done anal before, you get paid a fuck ton of money. Lone Drifter, I see you skin diamond, she's a fine, light-skinned black girl. I agree. But anyway,
You talking to the chat over there?
yeah, I'm talking to the chat. Yeah. Like a porn star, she will get less money and be paid less money if she's done a scene with a black guy, and even less if that scene was like an anal scene with a black guy. So it's really interesting, like how the dynamics of that work.
That just means that porn watchers are bad.
Yeah, that makes you're making a whole lot of sense here. No problem.
Who's that famous Asian porn star that did a bunch of rounds on podcasts and stuff? She talked about that too.
Asa Akira.
I think. Yeah, Asa Akira, I think.
She was on Bobby Lee's podcast, right?
Yeah, she's been on there a couple times, but yeah, a couple of them were like, I don't know. I don't know if it was her, but there was a porn star that was like maybe in a three-way or a gangbang situation, and this black dude was trying to get in there, and she's like, "No, I haven't busted my black chair yet. I'm not trying to do it right now. I'm trying to get paid more for that."
She's right though. Like she'll get paid a lot less once that happens.
Oh man, that's kind of that's kind of hurt. That's funny.
You want to know what really hurts though? This is when it became like I became disillusioned with the left and the Democrats, right?
Sure, okay.
Do you know
what was the moment? What was the moment?
I had a
The
moment
exact
too.
moment. I'll tell you the exact moment. It was when the left bullied August Ames into killing herself because she didn't want to do a porn scene with a guy who had done gay porn.
Oh
Because
yeah.
they're statistically more likely to have STDs and be like, oh fuck,
Well-
that's with a dick, you know?
Well, I'm going to take this before we change topics because we can't stay on this too long. This exact girl. A lot of guys have opinions on this. I want to know your opinions. Does it make the porn hotter or less hot since she's killed herself?
Ugh. No, less hot. I don't like it. I don't like jacking off to a ghost unless it's in black and white.
It creeps me out, man. I can't look at that shit.
If it's someone from the 20s, it's like jacking off in a fucking museum, and I can get behind that. It's like, okay, I'm revering her spirit. Anyway,
It's like
go ahead,
watching someone's mind get flayed.
How was she going to revere her work other than by honoring it as it is necessary?
Oh, I love that thing. Yeah,
It's like
we
dead
have to-
musicians. Dead musicians would want you to jam.
to
Wouldn't
spread
dead
it.
porn stars want you to jam your dick?
We have to spread it and praise it and tell the other porn stars, hey, if you want to get big, you should take the next step as well. She had the initiative to become a real artist. I'm not saying that for you girls.
Hey, there's a guy in the chat called David Smith. He can go fuck himself.
All right, okay, with the chat now.
Thanks, David. Thanks for your patronage. Continue listening. Hey, guys, I think August Ames, she should, she's dead, but I hope her estate pulls a Tupac and releases, like, new porn after she dies, and then eventually, like, in 10 years...
And it wasn't any good.
Ooh. Well, what if we get, like, hologram porn with her, like, on
Deepfakes.
stage at Coachella?
Yeah, deepfakes. It'll solve all the problems.
Yeah.
And that's something I was thinking about, too, is, number one, why can't
she
we buy
didn't have a face in deepfake. It was the tits that were the 10 out of 10 part.
Deepfake tits, yeah. Well, once they perfect the deepfake tit game, I want to know why we can't buy it. Like, why can't people buy that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of depraved shit that people want to see that actors and actresses probably don't want to do. Just make a robot do it. What's the fucking problem? People are so up in arms about deepfake, and like it's gonna happen. Like, you can't uninvent the technology, so just let people buy the porn version of it at least. I mean, I don't know, ban porn and ban that too, but if you're pro porn, I think that should be. I want deepfakes for fun. I want to make Jordan B. Peterson fucking deepfakes. That sounds like a great time. We all
the
missed
guy
that.
that makes an app for that is gonna be a fucking millionaire.
Well, didn't they pull it? There was an app and it's gone. So they astroturfed it. The technology's there and it's happened before your eyes. It was taken from you. What a fun technology.
Yeah, so August Aiden killed herself, right, by hanging herself. I just want to give a shout out to the chat. Snake Niner says, if you neck yourself, what was it? If you neck yourself and something like that, and writing cowgirl, you call it August Ames. 10 out of 10 comment.
Do you think she used like a nice lacy, like a piece of garter or something like that to do the job? Or something like stingy out of a bin, like an old barn rope?
That's a tough question. I hope
Right?
it'd be like a barn rope.
Oh, come on. It could have been something nice. It could have been a good scene. I mean, like, one final hurrah. You can't throw that away. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, but the sadder she is, the harder it is.
So it's like the same way that some people find that. I can't even make that joke. Never mind. So you're saying that the contrast between a beautiful woman and terribly disgusting, dingy, dirty barn ropes is a positive. You're saying that. Okay, moving on. All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah. So your boy Raji Gorman talked about autoerotic asphyxiation, right? So I think I've told you guys this before, right? But the way the body works, you've got a parasympathetic system, which causes you to have an erection, which is your rest and digest system. But if you constrict your airways, that kicks off the sympathetic system, the fight or flight system.
It's my favorite system.
And coincidentally, that's the same system that causes you to have an orgasm. So that's the reasoning behind the autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
If you start off with a boner and then you hang yourself, you're cum buckets. If you just hang yourself, you're gonna die. That's how that works.
Good advice. And you said you're officiated doctor with a license. All right. Good.
No, I
See-
absolutely not.
Then this
But
is
yeah,
why
that's how you cum bucket.
this is why paraplegics can't get boners, but brain dead people can.
Do you guys ever?
It depends on where you're. Oh yeah, if you're paraplegic, yeah, you're fine. Quadriplegics, you're alright.
Is that why when you're drunk and it's harder to like finish up and you hold your breath for a little bit, it helps? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, actually, that would be it.
Oh, there you go, Chad. Do I choke?
When
No, I'm
you're
just
banging your wife and drunk.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? At least every single time, multiple times, and of course.
Hey, the great Yoj, go fuck yourself. This is the after show, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, we did the chat bidding. Everybody wanted to do a separate, and I think that's a good idea. So we're doing here.
That is
we're
a
doing
good
it.
idea, because like I've been telling you for like weeks and weeks. Oh yeah, you fucking thief. You're just like the Chinese.
Yeah.
Repurposing someone else's content for your.
Oh, isn't that what the Japanese did though? And the Chinese invented shit, and the Japanese repurposed it and made it better.
Listen,
I gotcha.
what's the difference?
You think you're so smart? Yeah. Okay.
Guys.
Well, okay. You got me.
Raji Gorman says, "Go no fap, you degenerates." I just want to say, Raji, I've never coomed in my life, guy. Got a wife, and never even coomed at all. Okay, I don't fap at all. I don't even look at my dick. I'm the most Jordan Peterson, Owen Benjamin.
That doesn't count though, because
Follower.
you're a fucking eunuch.
You consummate.
Speaking
You
of
consummate
Jordan
one.
Peterson,
What's that?
do you guys think his daughter's hot?
Get a picture of
seen
her.
Well, you know what? We can look her up in that. I'm
know
gonna
you
go and
pay
say
a
no.
fuck ton of money to get her lectures about eating meat on their website, but
They're the carnivores. Yeah, that's so. I wonder what you gotta get fiber from somewhere. What's up with that? Meat's basically just liquid, right? New York 6 or Midwest was at 6. Australia 6.
Australian 6, which is
Oh.
also pretty close to Midwest.
She's a Southern U.S. 7.
That sounds
Southern
nice.
US 7, yeah, she's about like California 5.
Ah, that sounds comfy.
Yeah, she's not bad.
But isn't she like crazy? I mean, let's not get into the weeds here. But isn't she like she's like depressed and she's got the whole gambit of mental sweets? You know, I can't deal with that.
I don't know what her deal is, really. I just know her because her dad's cool.
Oh yeah,
so
he's cool, all right. Yeah, Jordan Peterson is very divisive in his own right. It's like a lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him.
I don't
You
get
know.
why he's so divisive.
Because he just tells people shit that they should know anyway, and he gets paid a lot of money for it. He pretends to be pretentious. He pretends to be like so good. I mean, he should just say like, I'm out here. I just want to get your money and tell you to wash your penis. And if you want to make $300,000 a month, that would be nice. Like,
Wash your penis. That's good advice for everyone.
you know what? Even the women, I admit, because if they probably have one in their life, they should be handling one. So yeah, I agree with you.
Chat just came up with the greatest term, a joomer. That's perfect.
What does that describe? What would you say that describes?
A Kuma who's one of God's chosen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lone Drifter said he wanted to hear our thoughts on Wuhan. We talked about that a little earlier, Guy, if you want to re-listen, but our thoughts real quick are, it seems kind of fucked and maybe scary.
Shit is fucked.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that fucking, I don't know which one's more interesting. AOC saying that it's physically impossible to lift yourself by your bootstraps.
Oh, that's great.
Or,
And all the
or James Woods being back on Twitter, because both of them have been amazing.
Talk about AOC first. There have been some hilarious jokes about that. Like, it's literally impossible to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Can you believe it? Like,
listen. You can't judge her for being autistic when we're all very severely autistic ourselves.
I mean, that's part of it. Yeah. I mean, we all have. Who wouldn't deny, like, yeah, I'll take her as a girlfriend if I was a single man and I'm desperate. Anybody, just come into my house and make me a taco, please. I won't call you a chunky chonga unless I'm really mad.
She'll fuck you for like a couple of months and then she'll get an attitude. So enjoy. And
that attitude will be there right away.
That's like one of those girls that gives a really good blowjob on the first 3 dates or whatever. Then you start dating her and it tapers off and tapers off. And she starts getting bitchier and bitchier. Then you got to meet her Puerto Rican mom or something, and she's all spicy.
You married her, right?
Yeah.
And then she had to get a vasectomy, right?
Yeah. It's tough, man. Don't date AOC.
Oh, well, I want to know what these people, like, what are they, are they short-sighted, or do they really have a long goal for America that they're working towards? It's dystopian and totally alien. I can't decide.
I think the top top heads there probably have a long-term goal rather that is dystopian, and then they get a bunch of puppets that are very short-sighted and gullible.
Well, that's just it, Silver. It's like I want to think that, but I think maybe some of them actually don't have bad intentions. They're just really misguided.
Yeah, the gullible ones, the short-sighted gullible ones.
As well, though?
Oh, me? I've been saying, if you want to know my honest answer, I'll keep it brief, but I've been saying this, I went on record a long fucking time ago, like 3 years ago on the Dick Show saying this, but I just want to hold off the upcoming calamity as long as possible so I can raise my fucking family and secure them, and then I'll just drink myself to death. That's my fucking future.
Isn't that every man's dream?
It's
every generation's dream, dude.
It's coming. I can't stop it. I just want to hold it off. Just hold it off as long as possible so I can,
If this is every generation's dream, that might be every generation's fear. Maybe we're going through something. Again, everything's cyclical.
Chat, I got a couple of women I'm taking care of. I gotta acquire a castle somehow and a bunch of trading shit. And if you're good people, you can man them. Let's do it together. God damn it. Oh,
Compound 2020.
Maybe you had it right when you had your testicles removed, Silverfish, because I having kids is stressful.
It's a lot simpler knowing I can bust carefree nuts and not have to worry about the next generation. But then again, I do want to be part of the solution. It's reversible.
Yeah, well, just find your nearest local dad. Could be.
Listen, you're above 30, right?
Yeah.
You're busting out trisomy 21 sperms, man. Like anything you put out is gonna have Down syndrome, guaranteed.
Oh, cool! I could get a big army of retards.
They're gonna be
have
very,
the melee
very
power.
strong.
They're gonna have melee power. They're gonna work on my compound and build fences out of 3 foot wide logs.
Those plows don't pull themselves, and they shouldn't be thinking for themselves either.
Yeah, I'm 4 steps ahead of you, Papa.
Oh yeah, man, we got it made in the shade. We all get a compound, or we'll all die trying. That's the name of my new rap album.
That's the thing, dude. I just I want to live Uncle Silverfish's life, where you come over to his compound, he's got guns and ammo, and moonshine and weed growing, and it's just a good time.
I mean, I think I hate to say the term "we" because that's like a sin, right? To speak for everyone, but don't we all want an island with a howitzer on top of the
fuck yeah, man.
Right, and a secret ship entrance, and you control it all. We all fucking want it. Nuke silos, the whole 9 yards.
Big ass fucking battleship.
Oh, you know,
guys,
what's up?
Guys, I just wanted to let everyone in the chat know, if you guys want to come and talk to us about your compound, your future plans, woo flu, anything, go to join.theaftershow.live. it'll redirect you to our Discord, and we'll bring you in if you'd like to talk to us, talk with us, talk at us, whatever.
It was very nice. It was very cordial.
So
Thank
something
you.
else happened this week. Hoes got
What's that? You got cut off.
hoes were mad this week.
Oh,
About
hoes
what?
have been-
In the fucking State of the Union. It was fantastic. Fucking Nancy's ass. Being pissed off the whole time and tearing it in half.
Yeah, that kind of talks about it in the beginning. I was having a great time with that. The memes.
The memes are great, but who gives a shit, really? Like, come on.
It's
Those
fun.
retards
It was
like,
fun.
oh, Nancy broke the law. She tore up a government thing. We should prosecute her. Fuck off. Come on.
Well, I do agree with you. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of like the old, like the Q boomers who are like, "Oh, can you believe she did that?" Like, I'm not mad about it. She just looks dumb doing it.
But yeah, of course. But like the Democrats, listen. As Trump can't get any rapier, the Democrats can't get any dumber. I mean, that's how I've been operating, really.
That's what it seems like. I picked up a stats for you. All right, it was something like Trump's approval is 92% on the conservative side and 7% on the liberals. That fucking divide is crazy.
He's got a higher approval rating now than when he was first elected, which is fucking insane.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, like, you can hear the smile on my voice. I am enjoying it a lot, and like I agree with half of you guys who are like, you know, Trump is a shill for another country and he hasn't delivered on this and that. Like, I agree, it's not perfect. I don't think you should ever expect a politician to deliver on even half of what they fucking promised. But if you're not enjoying this, where are you? Because this has been fucking fun.
It's a good show to watch, man. He's a showman. He was in reality TV before this, so it's made politics fun to watch unless you take it very seriously, and then you're miserable.
He's the only man that called Arnold Schwarzenegger a bitch and like come out better for it.
Oh my god, I don't even remember that.
Ratings when you do The Apprentice were garbage. Fuck off. Like,
Apprenti. He used the word apprenti in one of his recent speeches, and I was in the car driving. I was like, "Oh, I'm Trump." Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, apprenti." One of my favorite words. That guy, yeah. You saw the meme he posted with like Trump 20, 24, 28, 32, and people took it seriously. Like Bette Midler, that watched that has been lost her fucking mind, as they all do. Did they get paid by the click? It seems that way.
I'm surprised Bette Midler was still alive.
Yeah, but I've lost my Star Wars in the fucking Simpsons chasing the car down.
Mine was when she was on the Seinfeld episode back in like '95.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen her in anything.
Let's not talk about Bette Midler. That lady makes me want to spill my brains out of the concrete.
Wasn't she in Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, the
Disney Halloween sort of movie.
Yeah. It's sadly a classic. All the ladies love it.
Guys, somebody in chat, one of our friends, First Last, said leftists literally believe a bizarro alternative reality. And just wanted to bring that up for a minute because it kind of goes hand in hand with the trend of people on the left rejecting religion. And I think there might be an innate drive in humans to need something bigger than themselves, so they make that thing the government. There was a guy on Joe Rogan talking about it.
Right.
Yeah, there was a guy on Joe Rogan talking about it and shit too. This isn't like my original idea or anything, but I think there's something to that. And I think that's why they're making these leftist politicians, you know, they're demigods and gods. And also, you can't argue or debate people on religion because it's based on faith. You know, they just don't. Their set of axioms for which their universe revolves around is different than other people's or ours or whatever.
They definitely seem to act that way. What do you do? How do you?
You don't.
Yeah. You don't.
No, I mean, like, these people, I want to get back to what you said earlier about the alternate realities, but
yeah.
Firstly, you know, they act like it's basically it. Who told them to believe in the Russia thing? There's still people saying, well, you're just a Russian still. You're just out here going for Putin. Like, how do you believe that? How do you live in a reality where that's real to you?
Listen, I mean, you can see it on both sides. There's a fundamental distrust of something, okay? So on the right, there's a fundamental distrust of the media and everything they're saying. on the left is the fundamental distrust of the government. So, I mean, it's what you don't believe in, like what you don't trust. I personally am a based centrist, and I don't trust anyone. And I think that's the best way to go through your life. Don't trust anyone, because they're out to fuck you.
Yeah, that seems like the smartest. Solution. Well, dude, you're right. They're like the cute people. It's difficult to deal with people who watch like I had Alex Jones playing it, and someone was working on my plumbing. And he's like, "You playing Alex Jones?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like him." He's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything he says was 100% true." I'm like, well, I'm all for that.
No. See, the thing is, like Alex Jones, like the guy talks about human-animal hybrids. The guy's a fucking lunatic. I was reading Time magazine from like this past week. It was the episode. It was an issue where like they had their Kobe Bryant memorial, right? And in there, stuff to look at 2020. Human-animal hybrids, pigs grown with human hearts for transplants. Like,
he's hyperbolic, you know.
He's not wrong. Like,
exactly.
Maybe he's saying it's a little out there, but yeah, there are human-animal hybrids. They are working on it. Come on,
guys.
What's up?
We've got a guest in our green room. I think we ought to drag him in, see what he has to say about Wu Flu or Alex Jones. What do you say? I did it anyway. Killian, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Hey.
Doing all right.
What's on your mind?
I wanted to talk about the best candidate of the debate tonight.
Oh, please.
Ooh. Well, what do you think? Who was?
I'm on the Tom Steyer train.
Really? Okay. So you want to? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah.
Did you guys see that last debate where he had the flag of the Kingdom of Jerusalem on the back of his hand?
I did not.
No.
You got a link to that?
Yeah, let's see it. Right? I mean, it sounds like a fun time. Did Mooncall put that out?
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Well, where should I post it at? Can I post it in general?
Yeah.
I did listen to the debate, and like Steyer was like one of the few that had personality to it for sure.
I think it was hilarious that a few debates ago, I don't know, 4 or 5 debates ago, he sat there quiet for a while, and the first question they asked him is, how can you reduce the cost of puberty blockers? And the picture on his face was priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a standard lunatic. Man, I wish
He had a very weird strategy tonight where he's like, oh yeah, fuck you guys. We all agree on the same thing. We have to beat Trump. And like that was his entire point the entire night. It was more entertaining than everyone else's, but like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get the imager.
They're fucked in 2024 as well, man. Unless they bring something. Like
the only one I'm like willing to vote for is Yang, because that guy wants to give me $1,000 a month. Like, fuck it.
It's $1,000, man. Well, this is what
it is $1,000, man. That's not a small thing.
If they're gonna take it from me, you might as well get a little bit back.
Yeah.
So
listen, full blast. You'll have an extra $24,000 in your house.
No, I thought Yang was one of the many like 4chaning and efforts to divert attention and basically money and attraction from real candidates like Bernie and Warren.
4chan is 4chan.
Yeah.
You cannot ascribe motivation to 4chan. That's a fool's errand.
No, but I can ascribe my motivations. And when I'm out there shilling for Yang, I know it's because I'm trying to make people think I'm stupid. Because there's no fucking world where I'm voting for him. But I'll tell people I am.
Killian, what are we looking at here on this dude's hand?
It was a point of much questions. There's even a BBC article, I think, about it. They're saying it was a white supremacist symbol, and they even brought up Charlottesville in the article because, they have to. And but a lot of people speculated that it was the flag of the Kingdom of Jerusalem for the Crusaders.
Oh, well. And where did you post it?
General.
Okay, well. All right. I don't know. There's a bunch of... They always bring up this kind of thing, right? all sorts of hand gestures or cuts. I see what you're saying here. It looks like the English like the white flag with the what is the cross of St. John? Is that the cross?
I just
Yeah,
posted one.
it was just odd. Like he drew it on the back of his hand in pen. When they asked him about it, they said it reminded him to not ever tell a lie, which is very Kingdom of Heaven-esque.
Huh. Well, I mean, like
there's a lot of pictures of that. Actually, that's weird.
Chat, I'd love to hear any of your opinions on that. I don't know if it's an English thing. It just seems like I'll tell you this: I would do something kooky like that if I was running for president, just to throw him for a loop. I'd draw something.
It's kind of like Trump posting like some misspelled tweet. It just gets people talking about it.
I mean, you can't discredit that. Looking from 2016, they have learned from Trump, whether they want to admit it or not. They're more boisterous, stupid than ever. The things they say and do. Maybe we should blame Trump and ourselves for goading them into being this ridiculous.
I mean, you can just chalk it up to clown world.
I wish I could, man. I wish I could.
They can't handle being this ridiculous though, because they crack show too quickly and they fucking burn out through their own screwing around.
Well, when they burn out, where do they go? They don't become conservative.
Well,
right?
a lot of them are pedophiles, so a lot of them go to jail.
To jail, maybe Vatican City. Some of them go there. Some of them might go to Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, they go to prison in New York, and they get a fake suicide story written about them, and then they disappear.
Go to that base in Antarctica.
Oh, Base 211.
Yeah, you want to talk about that, Killian?
I love Base 211 discussions.
Give us the rundown because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. TLDR.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a base down there or whatever.
Oh, I got the documents and the maps. The German submarines, they sent an expeditionary force down there, and they found these underground like ice tunnels that you can only access through submarines.
Down where being?
Antarctica.
Oh, okay.
And so basically, underneath, like a mile underneath the ice in Antarctica, due to like the geothermal springs and whatnot, there's actually like a habitable environment underneath the ice, and the Germans set up a colony down there called New Swabia. And towards the end of the war, when it was looking like they were going to lose, they sent a bunch of like their artifacts and some of their best scientists down there. There's hundreds of top German scientists that were just unaccounted for at the end of the war. There's a lot of submarines that were unaccounted for at the end of the war. And then it kind of fits in with the whole Argentina thing because,
now, if this is true,
living underneath the ice for so long, you get a little stir crazy. So maybe they would give their soldiers leave to go, take a little vacation in Argentina.
Yeah,
if this were true, how come I haven't seen the Netflix special on it yet? Got you, my friends.
Look, that sounds retarded, but like the actual stuff that's been documented is retarded as well. Like Japanese soldiers, in the 1990s, still fighting World War II.
Here's one of the big things they got for you. Look up Operation High Jump, right? A couple years after World War II, right? They sent 2 carrier battle groups, United States carrier battle groups, down to Antarctica for a science expedition that was supposed to last 6 months. And after 2 or 3 months, they had to retreat due to heavy losses.
Heavy losses from a science expedition?
Yeah.
Those fucking penguins, bro.
Man, they'll get you. You look like a fish.
No, it was the
realm of possibility.
No, it was the German flying saucers that they developed. All these flying saucers, the U.S. government said that it was aliens, just as like a cover story, because they didn't want to admit that the Germans hadn't lost the war. They were still down in Antarctica fighting with their advanced technology.
So you're saying they had to validate there were UFOs? They couldn't just deny that? No, those are UFOs. They're not Nazis.
No, they couldn't say it was Nazis because they already declared victory.
So they said it was aliens, and everyone said, "Okay, it's not Nazis." Thank God.
That is consistent with the timeline. I can see that fitting in.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen that little jet that made?
Admiral Byrd let a lot slip when he was making quotes to the media. He was saying that there's craft that can travel from the poles in very short amount of time, and they advanced weapons. I mean, look at just the amount of technology we garnered from the few German scientists that we did capture, and then there's hundreds that are unaccounted for.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I wish. I would love to live in a world where the Germans are flying around UFOs. Let's hope it's reality.
I'm praying that they come and pick me up and take me down there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You need to stretch your asshole out first before you're accepted in the program. I've been training for years, and they still haven't taken me.
He's a master. Listen to it. All right.
Well, you gotta have like a useful skill to take it down there. I mean, I'm an industrial electrician, so I'm hoping.
Asshole that far,
What are the skills?
yeah, that's a skill.
What are the skills that the UFOs are looking for before they pick you up? Like, what do you got to master?
Those assholes.
Shut up! I'm curious. So, like, let's say you want to get picked up and taken to south of Antarctica. What do I got to do? Like, you got to become like a good welder? Do I got to like weld together a bunch of howitzers and Panzer tanks, and then maybe they'll pick me up?
Well, I mean, you probably got to learn how to speak German first.
Oh, no, I can't even pretend.
Well, one of the things you got to watch out for is a lot of them, when they travel around in public, they use Icelandic passports.
Okay, so speak German, get an Icelandic passport, and working on Panzers, you say that's a positive or negative for my
No, they're not working on Panzers down there.
No,
Why would they
no.
need Panzers in Antarctica?
Okay, yeah, that makes no sense. Okay, all right.
Killian, what do you think made the German scientists of that era so advanced that both the Russians and the Americans poached them, and a bunch of them went to, Antarctica?
They tapped into the power of the Vril through the Vril Society.
The Real Society?
Vril, V-R-I-L.
Virtual reality in life?
No, it's kind of. I guess the easiest way to explain it would be like the Force in Star Wars. The Vril, it's like this field that white people are more attuned to, the Japanese and somewhat, but it's like a morphic field kind of power.
So the Force, yeah.
But let's say, does it have anything to do with the Cube? Anything like that, or is it something that we originated? Maybe like the power of the European sun. What was it that gave us the superpower?
It's just like an invisible force,
circumcision. Okay.
I would recommend you go to BitChute. The Commandant has posted a lot of videos. He's actually a commander down in Base 211, and he puts videos out on BitChute once in a while. The channel is called Base 211. He has a really good video that explains the Vril. I mean, he explains it a lot better than me.
All right.
I'm just kind of a neophyte at all this, but I just noticed too many.
I'm going to post it in chat because I'm definitely going to look at this shit later.
Yeah, we are going to take a deep look at this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
let me post a map real quick.
Post it down
there.
Yeah, awesome.
And I was gonna say, man, anytime you want to come back, I love talking about conspiracy theories. We're here like every Friday after the Ralph Retort, man. So
absolutely,
come back by.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are cool. I'm just hanging out playing EU4,
Nice. Yeah. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying.
I'll post it right now.
Alrighty. Cool.
There's the maps you want.
Killian, thank you very much.
Some people have artifacts that you have to keep safe,
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'd kick you now, but this has been great. Thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking at these maps, this is next level.
Take care, dude.
Take care.
Next level, huh? What level have you ascended to?
Well, they got the proper fucking font. Some beautiful symbolism in it.
Fonts. Awesome.
I wonder if they grow weed down there in Antarctica and the Nazi town.
Probably.
So.
I'd like to think so.
It is crazy how, advanced stuff in World War II was, considering the time period.
Yeah, didn't the Nazis even have, a sound gun that they tried to defend a bridge with once? Failed. Still.
I heard about that. I don't know enough to talk about it though.
Okay.
But like I was gonna point out the I-400 submarine by the Japanese. It was an aircraft. It was a submersible aircraft carrier. It was able to launch like 4 or 5 torpedo bombs.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's a pretty nutty concept considering, like, you know, the uses of submarine now.
Isn't it weird? I mean, that's one of the ultimate ironies of war is it's so destructive, but it drives innovation, right? I mean, like, and think about World War II. These people, like, talking about Japan, the Pacific War. These people are out here in, like, Okinawa. Okinawa in 1945 they were using the same methods of agriculture that they've been using for 10,000 generations. So you've got, like, the height of technology, like tanks in Apex machinery going by donkeys and carts. It's to me, it's a crazy contrast. It's amazing.
Yeah, but you see that nowadays too. I mean, like, I don't think Syria has much more than donkeys and carts now after we got done with them.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe a few jeeps, but, like, you know, the donkeys are.
Yeah.
The donkeys, once they get off their shift at the brothel, they're good to go for moving stuff.
Oh God.
Sorry for getting you demonetized. That was racist.
Oh, I do love all those old videos. Back when the Syrian Civil War was a big thing on what's the leaking Live Leak, and you could find all those videos of like people driving up screaming in Farsi in like an F-150 or a Tacoma with a machine gun on the back, and one would blow up and people would go cartwheeling in the air. That was a great time to watch. I miss that stuff.
That was heavy, man. I saw that one where the Syrian tanks crew got fucking, taken out. It was heavy. Because they're stuck in the middle of an intersection getting shot at by all sides, and like one of them's already fucking half dead. The other guy, obviously, he said like, all right, you're definitely not getting out of here. I'm gonna leg it right now. Good luck, eh? And he did. I didn't see him get shot.
My Egyptian friend, man, like, the guy loved watching live leaks. I wouldn't let him do it on my computer because I don't want to get nailed by the NSA, right? But he showed me this video of like a bunch of dudes in like one of the Middle East countries, whatever, and they were all holding like 2 Molotov cocktails each. And there's like 50 guys just ran around a corner and started just like throwing them at a Humvee just over and over and over again. It was fucking nuts, man. Like cooking everyone inside.
Yeah. It's almost it's weird too, because you think, like, you look at like when I was a kid, I remember my dad putting like the 70s into perspective, like, son, this is the first war where we got footage. You could see what my fellow Marines went through. You could see it. We brought it home to the the home front, the front line to the home front, and now it's further than ever. We have the longest fucking war.
But now
history.
it's entertainment.
It's not even entertainment because I want to see it. I would actually like to fucking see the shit that's happening, like those precious videos where you see 10,000 fucking ISIS people get knocked off by a Apache helicopter. I'd like to see more of that. It's highly motivating, and I'm like, where the fuck is it?
The scale of that is changed quite drastically from what it used to be.
No, the scale of entertainment should be right in my face. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, like, we pay for this shit. I want to see it go off. I want to see some fucking jihadists lose their heads. Is that so crazy? I mean, I'm getting taxed out the ass. Fucking, how long have we been out there? I don't know. It drives me crazy.
What the sad truth is?
What's that?
You'll be disappointed about how little bit there is.
Oh no, I know.
You would. You've been raised on like fucking blockbuster movies, Saving Private Ryan. Everyone's getting all shot up and shit.
I'll tell you this. Yeah,
there hasn't been carnage like that since then. Not since World War II. Nothing like.
I was privy to see something. A long time ago, when I was bobbing out in the ship in the middle of the Middle East, I remember standing at the top of the ship and thinking I was so lucky because I was watching Harriers take off, and they fly way out and they drop like 3 or 4 look like flares, and then come back. And that's it. I agree. Like, what I'm looking for is pretty lame. You're just gonna see an airplane drop off what looks like flares, and you're done. But it's something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not asking for much. We're giving these people so much fucking money. Can you at least ship back some HD entertainment for me? Could you make it montage, right?
Yeah, but like the thing is, like, okay, what you're talking about? Like, I'm saying they wouldn't be able to perform to that level, like that you're sort of expecting. Okay,
I'm not expecting any luck.
So put this in perspective, though. Okay, and you ever seen in Pacific?
Yes.
Okay, there was a guy, John Basilone. I don't remember what island it was, some Japanese island. And like, they wound up. No, it wasn't Iwo Jima. It was before that.
Oh,
and
it was.
They wound up fighting off.
Yeah.
You know, like the air base, and they fought off like 3,000-4,000 people in one night.
Guadalcanal, right?
Yeah, that might have been it. That might have been it. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But like that amount of carnage has been spread out over 17 years.
Oh, of course.
Like,
excuse me. Yeah, I see what you're saying here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not to that degree of insanity.
Look. All I'm asking for, it's not much. I would like to have, you know how NASA puts up that camera? You could see a really boring crawl of the Earth.
The fake news, the CGI stuff.
Give me like an official Army gloom tube where you've got like 4 or 5 feeds, and every once in a while, you know, like let me tune in, see what the boys are up to. Throw a camera on.
Dude,
come on.
Every camera is gonna be some soldier jacking off in like a supply post or whatever.
Oh, not with me in charge.
With you in charge?
Not with me in charge. Yeah.
This isn't a coomer stream. People were accusing us of excessive cooming earlier.
Oh my! I'm a married man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm married. I never coom anymore.
Never. I'm a gloomer and a glowerer. Constantly. The gloomer thing? Well, it is now. There you go. Well, Smith Spencer doesn't think it's possible. I think it's highly possible. I can't wait for wartime TV to hit us proper. Maybe Trump will bring it to us in 2020.
That would be something he would do.
Did you guys see the Tucker Carlson thing on the New Way Forward Act?
Nah. What is that act? What was his thing?
It's annoying. I don't know how much I should give it credence because the TV is always trying to make you mad, right? But
that's how they get views.
My main man Tucker Carlson's out there. He's talking about how no one's talking about this new act, this new immigration act that's going to basically make it where like you have to pay for people who've been deported, who like felons, to come back.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah, I think he does bring a good point. If it's as serious as he claims it is, which it could be, I don't doubt Tucker Carlson. It's annoying that you don't see the conservatives, you don't see the liberals, you don't see anyone talking about it. It makes me. It's one of those things. It's like, how much legislation are they passing under your fucking nose while they talk about impeachment and all this other crap?
What was the bill called again?
The New Way Forward Act, I think.
Okay, so the breakdown of the bill was it would make crossing the border decriminalized, crossing the border illegally decriminalized. That's one thing. It would also make deportable criminal offenses that now you can get deported for. It would eliminate a lot of those up to pretty extreme levels, like violent crimes and like rapes and stuff like that. I think normally what happens now is they go to prison and then they're deported, or maybe vice versa. But
yeah, like the more severe crimes. I think. Don't quote me on the details, but it was something like if originally it was if you're convicted of a crime where the sentence is over 5 years, you're immediately deported. Unless it's like an aggravated felony, then it's like 1 year. But they're removing all that.
Yeah, exactly. And if you are, it's retroactively applied too. So if you were in the status of an illegal immigrant who became a criminal, maybe a felony or whatever, and then got deported, it would allow those people to retroactively come back.
That's what they say.
And it actually had provisions for funding their travel.
Yeah, so we would all basically, I think it was, if you did the math, like 500,000 fucking people who have been deported would be eligible to come back on taxpayer dime.
500,000 criminals.
Yeah. And that's where I'm coming at. When I'm like, what is the future that these people really want? I mean, like, I'm gonna give crazy ass Cortez the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe she's not trying to destroy the country. Maybe she actually is trying to do something good. But what the hell does she think she's doing? Like, how is this good in anyone's fucking mind? This is crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. It's borderline traitorous.
I know that you know how smart a woman is just by looking at him.
I know. It's
Like, she doesn't have a lot.
Are you saying
rattling
she's
around
too
up
skinny to be smart?
there. Yeah, pretty much. Just wide-eyed, fucking stupid. You know, she doesn't know what's. She's just there for the tip.
How do you guys feel about the decriminalization of drugs and specifically the retroactive expunging of drug-related crimes such as possession?
I'll just go first real quick. I think that I'll say this. I think it could actually have potential to be a healing, positive thing, but it never will be because people will make it about race and make it divisive, and it'll just become a key issue that'll drive people to one side or the other, and it'll never solve anything.
I mean, you can't deny it's about race, though. Man. Like,
I'm just saying,
the
like,
majority of drug dealers, drug distribution has been of the basketball American persuasion.
Sure, but you also can't deny that by coming out and saying it's entirely about race and throwing it in people's faces and saying it's their fault, they're not, even if they're right, you're right to end the war on drugs, I think, but you're going to lose people because they're going to make it about race in a way that's so obnoxious that people are going to vote against it just because fuck you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's what's so fucking annoying. It's what's so fucking annoying! Sorry, I'm actually getting mad, but it's like, for example, I really hate how much power cops have, and I would like to see less shootings of everybody. But whenever any traction for like a kind of fuck them, it always turns into this stupid collective anti-race bullshit, and it drives me fucking crazy because they shoot themselves in the foot and make it impossible to make any progress ever.
The problem, like, I get what you're saying, but like I'm not.
Yeah.
The only solution to this police shooting is to take away the guns from the police. Like, I'm not willing to do that.
Yeah, me
because, I mean, I've got a gun. This guy's got a gun. Like, okay, fine, it's fair.
No, I think police shouldn't have guns. They're supposed to just protect us and shit. You know, we should and you know, when they shoot down people and kill people's dogs, it's like, well, maybe they're abusing their power. They're just supposed to protect us. Maybe they don't deserve that power right now.
For sure. There's definitely abuses of power, but like, you're putting people, like, just regular people into a position where, like, they'll have to defend their lives, and I can't expect someone to take on a guy with a gun with like a fucking billy club. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
well, that's some British shit. Yeah,
we could all agree. I think with my approach, I think that the cops should get ponies and paintball guns. A good middle ground.
On the drug issue, and retroactively letting people out of prison. Yeah, I don't think any drug should be illegal. You know, that's like a victimless crime. You should be the sovereign of your own body and shit like that. As long as you don't hurt people to get the money to buy them or whatever, you know, it should be all good. You're just hurting yourself. So it shouldn't be a crime. They shouldn't be in jail. Do to your body what you want.
So, like, in the Czech Republic, for example, drugs are decriminalized, which is like an interesting sort of area. You can possess drugs all you want up to a certain, like, level where it's not considered possession. Like 15 grams of marijuana, 2 grams of heroin, 2 grams of coke, 2 grams of MDMA, whatever. That's all considered personal use. Do whatever you want. Once you're above that or selling it, that's when you go to jail. Like, that's a interesting gray area. I'm not.
I guess that's when it could be destructive to others, right? So that would like violate the non-aggression principle if you think drugs are harmful. So yeah, I could see that, and it would be hard to draw the line, but you know. As long as it's just self-use and stuff, I don't think that should be a crime. But yeah, if you're influencing or selling to others, that may be.
It really doesn't change, like, I don't think it affects the amount of usage very much, to be honest. But it does cut down on jail time for sure. The amount the taxpayers paying, so like, what harm is that?
Get these people working. Give them less excuses to call themselves victims. Get them a job. Get them working.
Listen. Okay, fine. You can have either take away the drugs, make all drugs legal, and take away the guns, or legalize drugs and let me keep all my weapons to defend my house.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
Legalize
what
it
I
all. It's all not.
Man, I'm like,
yeah, fair enough.
I'll live in whatever society you guys build. If you build a fucking authoritarian ethno state, I'll get along just fine, sir. I won't do any fucking drugs. Just goddamn it, if you're gonna lock people up, at least make them do some work. They're just sitting around doing nothing. Come on, make something.
That's
God
my thoughts
fucking
about
sake.
welfare.
Oh yeah, make them all these wasted time and money. Like I don't know. Like I feel like it's a lot of human potential thrown away. You can do something with it. You can do something with it if you're already in charge. If you're already bossing people around, at least make them break some rocks open. All right, build a wall. Build a wall with those fucking people. What are they doing? Sitting around watching TV?
Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna capture all of the Mexicans on the border, and we're gonna make them build the wall.
No, see, we need them to be in a detention center playing pinochle. That's the best use of this fucking time. God damn. Am I too much of a bean counter here?
Okay.
Yeah. Always say oh god damn it, drives me fucking crazy. Apex. Try to utilize. You gotta utilize these people to the best potential. We got a bunch of people just sitting around in jail. Why not? You know, like they want it too. Like, why do you think they volunteer to pick up trash on the side of them? You know that's the thing they volunteer for, right? So they don't want to be locked. Like some of them don't want to be locked up in that box all day long. It's a privilege to go outside and pick up dog shit side of the road. Good for them.
Yeah, that was an interesting topic. You're talking about reforming the prison system. Are you guys familiar with like the Scandinavian Norwegian prison system?
No.
Yeah, I would give my left nut to go over to Scandinavia and commit a crime where I can enjoy that kind of luxury.
Well, like the instances of them recommitting crimes is extremely low. Which, I mean, listen, I don't know too much about it, but like I think that's a valid option to explore, because apparently punishing and raping all of our criminals doesn't work out too well.
Well,
like,
that's something. Yeah,
they don't come out better people for it.
I mean, you're right. That's something else that annoys me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it always bugs me when people are so excited that, oh, that guy's gonna get raped in prison. Like, I don't like that. Like,
that's for us, and that's not for society. I would love to watch the like Jared's the subway guy. I would pay good money to watch him get forcibly sodomized, just because he's a dirty, filthy pedophile. But that's more for me,
imagine
and not
the super
for
chats.
society.
Yeah,
The super chats would be insane.
Yeah, it would be insane, wouldn't it? What a live stream that would be.
I think a lot of our prison system is more to make us feel better than the actual betterment of people. Like, okay, so murderer, kill him, get rid of him, rather than rehabilitate him. That's more for society than making me feel better. Or you could take it the other way as well: rehabilitate versus execution. You know what I mean? Like, there's there's too much emotion involved in it rather than actual data.
I think I get what you're saying. We're saying one thing and doing another here. Like, locking people up for profit. We're not trying to better their lives at all. We're not reforming them. We have no real interest in making them better people, and we know they're going to commit crimes again. It's a problem. It's just annoying because it'll never get solved. Because people will make it such a divisive. It's such a divisive issue as ever. You can't talk about it without turning people to their extreme camps.
Yeah, essentially, like, yeah, it's a weird place to be.
Well, it's like with everything. I mean, it's something I wanted to bring back earlier. You're talking, Silver, about how these people live in a different reality, and I think to myself, okay, well, divorce yourself from your pain and just for a second, like, okay, we live in a world where people live in two different realities, and how do you deal with that?
Yeah. So in the chat, correctly outraged says, "Let's be real. You don't have prison. You have death," which is a very interesting take on that. I think I would agree with that. Like, what's the point of a life sentence? Like, why are you gonna keep?
Then you have to pay for the entire way, right?
Yeah. What's the point of it? Like, I don't get it.
No, I don't
rehabilitate
either.
the guy, put the effort in to make it right, or just kill him. Like, why are you doing this middle ground sort of?
What's that? We can't decide
nothing.
what's right or what's wrong. It's an ambiguous area, and people at that level of obfuscation say, well, we're basically going to kill this guy, but we're not actually going to do it so no one has any culpability because we can't decide whether it's good or bad. We can't decide on anything.
Do you know how they used to execute people with firing squads?
I've heard the tales, like 1 bullet and 7 guns, right?
Yeah, exactly. That same sort of thing. So, like, there's no sort of emotional pain on someone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know, guys. We're gonna the whole capital punishment thing in itself is something because on one side, I do think to myself, I don't want the state to have the power to kill people. But on the other side, it's like, no, you got to take that guy out. What are we doing here?
Yeah, like Norway was in a very interesting position after their boy Anders Breivik killed like 73 kids, bombed the place, and like they've set up their prison system to let them out after 20 years. Like, yeah,
there's a maximum, right? So you can't be in prison for more than like 20 years or something like that.
Their maximum is 20 years, and I think afterwards they can commit him to a mental facility. So there are positions that they can extend the sentence, but like in general, yeah, that's how that works. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like,
me either.
Can you redeem a guy like that even after 20 years?
Well, I think part of it is we have to acknowledge that there's no right answer. There's no right. We're just doing our best. For everyone who says it's not a perfect, it's like, well, there's no. Until God comes down and administers justice his fucking self, we're just doing our best here. So we gotta deal with an imperfect system always. There's always doubt, which is the hardest thing to deal with. Like, people look at the left, look at the right. People tear their fucking hair out because they don't know what to trust.
Teenagers or kids, go fuck off.
What isn't a kid, man? I think 25-year-olds are kids.
But yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah. That's
Simply Green puts a good question. Does he need redemption?
Let's get to it.
Why the fuck would we start caring about this guy, right? We already don't care enough about, law-abiding citizens.
I don't care enough about you, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, to be a law-abiding is to be privileged. I mean, that seems like where they're coming from. That if you are law-abiding and well, then yourself must be guilty of something.
You got nothing to hide.
Oh yeah, you know what? We pulled you over because you were driving suspiciously well, suspiciously adhering to the law.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Suspiciously because I saw you try and dodge something, but I'm gonna say you're drunk and sweat. It's gonna be on camera.
Well, let's change the topic. What do you say, guys?
Yeah.
I'm surprised SPC.
How about Israel?
No. Dude, no, I don't want to talk about that.
No, okay.
Oh God, it's annoying. Right.
Israel is annoying. Is that what you're saying?
It's a bug. Bug for everybody. It could be a bug, right? It's a bugaboo.
The Trump deal for Israel is quite interesting.
What's that?
So, like, back in the Obama era, it was Palestine. They got like 95% of the West Bank, and like Trump's whole policy is like, "Fuck you, let's acknowledge reality." At most, you get 70%. Like, Israel's a power in that region, and like if you don't accept that, that's no good. Before it's like, okay, we're neutral, blah blah blah. Israel, Palestine, we're all sort of equal. And I don't know. I think it's a fascinating and more likely to be productive approach to the boat in the Middle East. What's going on before?
So you give Palestine less?
I mean, with the support that it's got there, okay, the support against Iran, like, even the Middle East doesn't give a shit about Palestine since they have to worry about Iran now. I think Saudi Arabia doesn't give a shit about Palestine.
It seems like the only people who ever cared about Palestine is Israel, right? And us.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, because we like Israel. You know?
Yeah.
They control our media Hollywood.
And it's, your propaganda machine, your money.
Hey, well, at least it's not Russia, right? That's what they'll say.
How is it any different? It's worse
Oh.
because a foreign power is controlling it.
Man, there's not even any consistency. But, like bring in as many. It's weird that like they. Oh, well, what about Russians just going to Mexico and crossing the border? That's fine. Russian interference, right? Whatever. There's no consistency. You'll kill yourself trying to find any.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's fucking clown world, man.
Well,
That's
that's
why I only focus on the pulling up by this bootstraps shit. You know what I mean?
I have a
It's physically impossible.
Yeah, can't be done. I saw some people were like talking about people dropping dead from coronavirus, and I think to myself, like, how lucky are they? Like, you get to just drop dead. You don't even need to. You don't even have a deathbed. You just get to drop dead. Like, that sounds nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. Dropping dead. I mean, like, I would love a disease where it's like you're working, you're doing your job, and it's done. I mean, should be so lucky. I'm probably gonna croak in a lane on my side like an idiot. Well, you think I'm wrong here? I mean, come on. You want to be one of these people strapped down to a gurney? No, I'd rather walk around and then drop dead.
I don't know. I didn't tell you. It wouldn't be fun being fucking strapped down.
Yeah, believe me.
It depends on where you are. Being strapped down can be fun sometimes.
Well, speaking of dropping dead, I got a question for you guys. If you were offered, would you want information that would lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton?
Yes,
You would want it.
No.
absolutely.
Interesting. Talk about that, please.
I set up dead man switches. Immediately.
Apex, you're not competent enough for any sort of like dead man switches. Let's be honest. You are a giant retard.
Well, unless I get baked and forget to check in, it should be alright. It's like a 50-50.
No, you're not competent. If you can't listen, if you can't dodge assassins, you're not gonna have a good enough dead drop system.
I'll be alright. I'd
Listen.
at least want to know. That's the biggest thing. Fuck it. I just
What
want
would
to
you want to know? That Hillary Clinton's guilty of some like illegal shit?
Yeah.
Obviously. I have information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, like, this is the information, though. This is the thing that no one can say, oh, that's bullshit. If you know what I mean. Like, if
Look,
this is
Hillary,
going to
can
be
you say
the
Epstein
thing.
was bullshit?
Huh?
Can you say Epstein was bullshit?
I mean, I don't know. It's just busting
Or,
balls, right?
or what,
I mean,
what's
he's
that guy's
probably
name who was from DC? Rich something, I don't know.
Seth Rich.
Seth Rich, yeah.
I wasn't too
yeah,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, Hillary Clinton's not implicated in that either. No way.
I don't know. I don't know much about that.
What do you mean you don't know? Fuck off.
I know. It's just he was leaking shit from the DC party and he got killed, right?
Yeah, suspiciously killed.
Yeah. I don't know. That seems part and parcel at this point. Is what I'm trying to
Listen, for conspiracy theories and how nutty they are, I love how the Epstein conspiracy theory in quotes is so widely accepted by everyone. Because everyone knows that's fucking ridiculous. That guy got killed. That guy killed himself in prison.
Yeah, no way, right?
Obviously, and like, who has to get the royal party, the royal family from England? So you get their boy Prince Andrew out of shit, and yeah, the Clintons. Like, who else
Most of
benefits from that?
Like,
Yeah,
all
most
the-
of Hollywood, but like,
yeah.
well, fucking Epstein's gonna get off of it because his penis is not, like he doesn't have a vagina crown.
What's up
Like
with
that's
that?
a testimony.
The fucking
It's-
accuser saying that he's got like no balls and shit.
Yeah. The accuser is saying he's intersex, so all he really has to do is like show his penis, and then he's out of. Yeah,
What
he's
the
off.
fuck? I missed that part.
Now, why
That's what
would you
happened to
blame
Michael
him?
Jackson as well.
True.
Like, Yeah. So like one of the witnesses commented on like the shape, size, and like any features about his penis.
They did that with
And,
Trump too, didn't they? They obsessed about Trump's dick.
I'm sure they did with Stormy Daniels.
Yeah. And the
I
statue
don't
that
remember it too clearly, but yeah, I'm sure that happened.
no, like some artist erected a Freudian slip. He erected a statue in New York of Trump naked with an acorn dick, and it's like people are fucking obsessed.
Yeah, it's such a weird like way to prove your story. Like, oh, he's got an oddly shaped dick. Michael Jackson, the whole thing was like, oh, his penis went to like the left, like curved to the left or whatever. And, like, yeah, like he got off of it by saying, oh no, my penis goes straight out. This is so weird.
Can you imagine if that's what gets you off? I mean, in court.
That is what gets me off.
Yeah. So
The lawyers were just rolling the dice, or like maybe it's 50-50 left or right.
it does
Yeah, okay,
kind of seem like
wait,
ritualistic humiliation.
Yeah, a bit, yeah, for sure.
I mean, remember that did you guys see that bit where was it Dave Chappelle, and he's on Oprah, and he's like, what's with these motherfuckers in dresses? Every single black guy, they gotta get in a dress. And Oprah, stop talking about it. Don't bring this up. Don't bring it up right now. Oh man, it's weird. Yeah, it's they take these people and they parade you out in a dress or say you don't have balls, you're missing a penis. It's
That's what fucking
strange.
David Stagg goes on about too. It's really awesome. He's
Is
like,
it?
every fucking one of these people has been photographed in a fucking dress. Like, pick any one and I'll find it for you. And sure enough, it's fucking great.
Isn't that weird? It's
the blackmail
strange.
shit, because they do more than pose in dresses. They fucking,
Well,
Get
before
his
we
shit.
continue, Silverfish,
Yeah.
you never answered the question. Would you like to have information that would lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton?
No.
No. Yeah. Well, I'm with Apex.
Why do you care, man?
I like
Yeah,
my
well-
life, dude.
I'm with
Yeah,
Apex. I
but
want to
you can't
know.
move your testicles, like, what is there?
Chilling,
you
Yeah.
can't
man.
create life. You can't, respect your own, right?
There's the
Exactly,
Aftershow.
exactly.
There's beers.
Our
chilling.
boy Dave the Impaler says in chat, Epstein and Maxwell may have tried to run gay ops on Mossad
Mossad might have offed him, you think?
and were found out. Remember, Mossad killed Ghislaine's father, the Israeli super spy Robert Maxwell, for betraying. I think it's really, really interesting how Ghislaine Maxwell hasn't been like subpoenaed for anything, questioned for anything, even arrested for anything, even though she's very clearly involved in just about everything.
Was it the mistress?
Yeah. Like
Oh.
the brunette that's always hanging around him.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I see a lot of
girls.
our guys, they get all up in arms about we gotta fix this and save that. It's like, well, look, I like Trump, but like, look what's happened about Epstein. We all know on every side that it's bullshit and no one's done anything about it. There's nothing that can be done. And no one's coming to save us. It's not going to get fucking fixed, and there's nothing you could do about it. And I don't know. Maybe I'm disenfranchised and a little jaded on the matter, but I just don't. I don't have any hope.
Who would
No,
have the
no,
power to
you've
do
got
something
the-
about it, though?
You've got
You
the
know?
proper franchise on that, man.
Do
It's
I?
ridiculous. Proper franchise, yeah. Like,
Okay.
it's absurd.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this guy killed himself. Obviously, like, all this thing is bullshit. Oh, supposedly all the cameras failed, all the guards were off. Like, the balls on these people to try to pull this off at this point is insane.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, they can pull it off. Like, what am I gonna do about it?
There's nothing you can do, and that's what's so incredibly, I don't know, disheartening, disillusioning. But like, I think about everything.
Yeah.
Like, look
They
what
definitely
happened.
don't give a fuck.
I can't trust any fact
the
in
Black
history.
Pill Doomer stream, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, that's just it. Is I was just bemoaning how people can't deal with uncertainty. Here I am complaining because I can't be certain about any fact throughout fucking history because every single thing is a conspiracy about everything. Ah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, once everything's a conspiracy, nothing's true, then you can't be wrong.
who was it recently that drew the analogy to the Praetorian Guard in Rome near the end when they were like the closest people to the emperor and they controlled everything, and it's if the emperor didn't give them everything they wanted, they just kill him and elect a new emperor. And so they basically, by the end, the deep state of the ancient Rome, the Praetorians, controlled everything and gave themselves the sweetest lives and ruined the country, of course, but had a great time doing it.
Yep.
I had a huge douchebag for world history, world government, with like on every exam. He made us write this quote on our exam: "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." Like George Santayana. And like what you're saying right now, very, very applicable to what's going on right now.
It seems like it. I mean, I don't know. Everyone draws the analogy to ancient Rome, but like, especially the end time, like, was it Battle Beagle was talking about Emperor Valens? Wasn't Emperor Valens the guy that had the refugee crisis? He had like 60,000 Germans on the Danube, and he was like, well, I guess I'll let him in. 20 years later, the entire, it's all gone. John Valens. Well, it's inevitable, guys. It's inevitable. Have a good time. Buy some 6 hours. Buy some beers. Impregnate your wife. Build a little family. Or don't.
Build your own army, yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Damn it.
I'm not here to give you advice. I'm here to give you an aftershow and fully give you a good time. So, there you go.
Nice.
Guys, you got anything else?
Nah. This is great.
Well, I got a personal story about a courthouse. You want to hear about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So you know how when you get pulled over for the stupidest thing, and a small fee turns into something big?
I think I remember how you got this.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I got pulled over for having the wrong sticker on. Long story short, everything was in line. I just had the wrong sticker. And it blew up into basically like a $900 fine. It was a big deal. And I asked this fucking bursar at the courthouse, this little chunky chunga. I'm like, she says, well, you know, if you come back with all the paperwork and you prove everything, we'll get it lower. Okay. So I came back again, and I gave them some paperwork. It was incorrect. She says, bring back this paperwork, and we'll lower it. And already, it's like, okay, I've been to this stupid courthouse 2 times at this point. I'm gonna bite my tongue. It's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of money. I'm gonna be a good civic. I'm gonna do my civic duty. Get all my paperwork in line. Go to the DMV, and I made an appointment. Go back to the fucking courthouse. See the same little chunky chunk. I come up to her and say, "Here you go." And she says, "Well, this was 6 months ago." Sorry, sir. This was 6 months ago. We can't. You're gonna have to pay the entire $900 because of the sticker.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, well, okay. And I get it. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm gonna get what I want in the situation. But I'm like, all right. But for fun, why was I told the opposite then? She's like, well, I don't know if we can talk to you. I talked to you, lady, and you told me that if I came back with my paperwork in a line, that you'd lower it, but you didn't because you didn't do your job well. You should be fired. Don't rob me at that point. I walked out.
Yeah, that's why they're there in the first place, because that's how fucking... You're expecting them to be that shit.
Did they get paid by the visit or something like that? What the fuck is that? This is Disneyland or something like that? Oh, man,
they get paid by the hour, which they don't give a fuck what they do.
Well, you know what? They should get paid by the visit with the way they run this.
No. See, that's the idea of bureaucracy.
Yeah.
If they got paid by the visit, if they get more efficient, they're paid by the hour, which means the less work they do, the more they get paid.
Oh man, I wish
it fucks you over by fees.
I wish they would have said, we're gonna ram you in the ass for this amount, and there's nothing you could do about it. Don't waste your time trying, because it can't be done. Why they gotta string you along like? I feel like such a...
Listen, have you seen The Dark Knight Rises?
It's the only movie I watched.
Okay, yeah, so Bane's whole deal was hope will destroy people faster than, like despair.
Or Corona.
That's what the government's giving to you. It's giving you hope in it.
Giving me hope because they don't just want to find me, they want to destroy me.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Somebody, I think it was, I don't know who it was, posted a picture of some Bernie supporters in Crocs. And the little limerick was, imagine, the future of humanity, Croc on a human face for alternative. I believe it.
Wait, Crocs? Like the shoes?
Yeah. The future of America and humanity in general is a fat foot of unknown mystery meat ethnicity with slathered in crock butter on a human face forever.
What's wrong with Crocs?
Did you enjoy the Super Bowl half-breed show?
The Super Bowl half-breed show?
We're gonna shoot for that joke. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I know I like asses, and I know I like Shakira, and I know I like J-Lo, so I'm sure I would enjoy it.
You know, that in itself, sorry to do the 180 top change, but that in itself is a little bit annoying because you have like all these little, white college girls who are like, well, how is it sex? How is she put her ass on somebody and pretended to get fucked? How is that sexual? You're just racist.
That's inherently sexual, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not sexual because it's black and African culture and Latina culture, so they can't be sexual. It's culture.
Oh, it's culture.
It makes me want to eat a brick of linoleum. It's so stupid. What's wrong with it being sexual? Just admit it's sexual, but people are out here bending themselves out of shape to say
look at
it's
that
not.
super chat you got.
Oh, hey,
Whoa.
Thank you very much. First last $50 for the show. Very much appreciated. That's a
Thanks,
top
man.
donation right there. Thank you
Big
very,
ups,
very much.
first last. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, highly appreciated. We'll keep doing it for you. I was gonna wrap up the stream too. What were you talking about? I'm all dizzy.
We're talking
Talking about
Shakira's ass?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Listen,
Yeah.
all I know is that Shakira has the most bait-worthy music videos of all time.
Does she?
Isn't that
I
what
mean-
Kanye was going on about?
No, he was talking about Beyonce, but like Shakira's got that ass going in all of her videos, and she did one with Rihanna that was like super hot, but they're smoking cigars and like shaking their asses around. All I'm saying is like it's a nice ass.
If you had to choose one out of the two from the Super Bowl
Shakira.
halftime show, which would it be? J-Lo or Shakira?
Shakira.
Oh, shit. Yeah, probably Shakira.
Yeah.
Apex?
I didn't watch it.
But you know what they look like.
I know what they
Yeah.
look like. It's probably Shakira.
Yeah, I'd go
those
with
hips-
Shakira too. From the
those
performance,
hips-
yeah,
Those hips don't lie for sure.
good
Well, that
gyration.
was last time I saw her on TV. Was like early 2000.
It's just
You know.
weird. Are you guys not does it not raise suspicions when people are like, "Oh, it's not sexual"? Like, what do you mean it's not sexual? I didn't have a problem with it, but you're gonna come at me and say it's not sexual.
I
That's
thought they would-
When people
yeah.
say that, I think that's them trying to justify their own beliefs by being
Stupid.
unreasonable at what things are. Yeah, stupid.
yeah, they're pretending to be stupid. Like
It's sexual, and I think a lot of people are just angry because it's normalized to have a African mating dance on national television.
yeah, I think a lot of people are mad because the Super Bowl is intended, or it's at
They
least
was
pitched as
tanked.
something that's family friendly, and you would see that and think, "What is this? This isn't family friendly." And you have someone say, "Well, you don't want your kids to see this? Well, obviously you're just racist because this is just normal culture and it's not sexual." Like, shut up, you
sound
snot-nosed idiot.
Christian
Okay,
from the night.
two things. Our boy Raji Gorman tells us to check out Lizzo's bikini pics.
No,
Good sir, I have checked them out, and they are they're next level. And also, the you guys remember the what was it? Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, where he pulled out her titty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
See, yeah.
Totally staged,
how
by
do you
the
think
way.
that would go today? Oh, obviously staged. Like, come on. But like, how do you think that would work today?
They do
It's not
it
enough.
with Desmond, the fucking child drag.
they pull out Michelle Obama, and at the very end, they'd whip off the clothes, and there'd be a dick.
Oh. Actually, yeah.
But it would be okay because it's 2021, the Super Bowl.
And there's a piercing, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piercing is like a dick.
So Apex, you think I'm a Christian uptight guy for not wanting this on the
No,
Super
but
Bowl?
you sound like one of them. Like,
Yeah,
kind of-
it's a dangerous
yeah.
territory. I agree with you there. And the truth is, like, I don't care. I'm not mad about it because I don't watch that, and I wouldn't park my kids in front of it, and I would never let my fucking kids watch the Super Bowl halftime show. They're all garbage. But I'm just saying, I think that's what people were coming from. I think people expected something they could just leave on TV and let their kids see, and it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Basically softcore porn. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I watched that shit with my grandparents because I was at the Super Bowl party they were putting on, and
Yeah.
you know, my granddad was like, "I appreciate this." I'm like, "Yeah, me too," but it's kind of weird.
It's weird. Like, man, my mother-in-law came over and we watched Game of Thrones where Daenerys gets fucking raped.
Oh,
And it's like, what am I watching? This is the creepiest, weirdest situation I've ever been in my life. And she's like, she asked me, she goes, why is this happening? And I'm like, the show's trying to show you that these people are bad and evil, but internally I'm just melting down. Like, oh god, I'm watching softcore porn with my mother-in-law to kill me. What is happening? Yikes,
that's
indeed.
rough, man. That's rough.
It is rough. And this is the future I asked for, because I remember being a kid, as most of us probably remember, thinking, why are there not more tits on TV? Who cares what grandma thinks? How far we've come.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a slippery slope. All slopes are slippery.
Oh, it's rough.
Don't-
There's tits everywhere. It's a rough life.
Yep.
Mr.
Don't tell them it's a... Go ahead.
Mr. Self-Destruction said named the last Super Bowl halftime show that was family friendly. And I will say last year's Super Bowl show was family friendly. I cannot jerk off to Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Therefore, it is family friendly.
Well, it's got to be a little bit dark. You need to piss off. People talk about it. I guess
The
that's
year
really
before, Justin Timberlake probably could have finished. The year before, definitely could have finished.
All right, guys.
Katy
we
Perry, Lenny Kravitz, definitely could have finished.
Isn't Katy Perry a Satanist?
I mean, who cares?
I got you, but you try to sneak in that Satan garbage. What are you gonna pitch? Fucking Dracula next?
2014, Bruno Mars, Red Hot Chili Peppers. No,
You know-
please let himself go.
You know, Beelzebub himself did the 2024 halftime show, but goddamn it, he's showing it. Family-friendly event.
2012, Madonna, LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil, Nicki Minaj, MIA, CeeLo Green, Andy Lewis, Avon High School Drumline, Center Grove High School. Oh man.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those botched.
They're called basketball Americans, not things.
Those things. No, I'm talking about the mutilated asses that they twerk so violently. It's an affront to humanity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's these ladies.
the-
It's these ladies with their
Like
with their
Kardashian
goddamn
asses.
their pumped up
Kardashians.
asses and their violent twerking. Can't stand it.
They're Kardashians.
The
We'll
Kardashians.
we'll steal it from Star Trek. They're Kardashians.
Yeah, the
Pumped up
rebels,
clits.
right, from Voyager.
The space Jews.
Yeah, taste juice. Oh, I thought they were Palestinian. I thought they were space Palestinian.
No, look at the they have like 5 rules to finance. They're obviously Jews.
Okay, Neil.
Just like the goblins from Harry Potter are Jews.
I don't know how she got away with that. By the way, I wish I could write it.
She didn't recently, but that was after she came out with support for Johnny Depp.
Yeah, well, who cares about that dumb bitch? One more topic before we end the stream, guys. Dame wants to do a dick first hazing cruise. What's up with that?
Hazing Crew sucks, that's why.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Well, I mean,
And
Okay.
Dame likes goofy topics.
yeah. I mean, doesn't it seem like a little far-fetched? I can't imagine Dick doing that. I'd like to see it. I would love to see it. I just can't imagine us being that lucky.
Well, no, you know about the whole, Dick Master didn't pay me for work I didn't agree to get paid for.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
send him, yeah. So, like, that's probably what it's going to be, like a Young Turk sort of expose.
I'm just saying, it seems like it's calmed down, and it seems like it would only benefit hazing, as in punching up and getting some more exposure. Because what would Dick get out of
Clout?
that? What would Dick get from that? Then? What would make him do that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. So I don't know. Hey, Dame, good luck. I hope you rig it, but I don't see it happening.
Look, Dame Pesos is a good taco. I like the guy.
Yeah.
I would watch the video, but like, I don't see anything coming out of it.
Well, you know what? The guy's a little tricky. I bet I would love to see Dame release a series of videos, each more outrageous than the last, in which he splices together footage where these guys are making total asses of each other in a way that they can't deny and must face. We'll see. Maybe he will trick them into doing it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Dick's obviously in the right. Like, there's no...
Yeah.
Like, how do you get around with this? Oh, I sent him products that he said he wouldn't pay for, but I want to get paid for it.
That's what I'm saying. There's not... Like, how far can you go with that? Can you stretch that out to an hour?
Cruz, he's a nice guy. Nice dude. Some of his content's great, but, like, there's no defending that position. Like, it's retarded.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see... I don't think Hazen Cruz has the stomach for it. Hazen Cruz, if you're listening, it just seems to me like you're happy where it's live and you don't want it to come back alive. I get it.
Yeah, but I don't blame him.
No, me either. But I do think, hey, what do I know? But it seems to me like if you got into a bigger fight with Dick, and you actually got Dick, you prodded him into reacting and goading him to give him attention, that could probably only serve to benefit you.
Yeah, he did. Like, that's what that whole spaghetti week was. But, like, no one came out of it looking good, but Dick came out looking slightly better than everyone else.
Yeah, I feel you.
He's... If they're all a bunch of retards, everyone else is drooling on themselves, and Dick's just drawing with crayons.
Well, I mean, people pay for his drawing, so, right?
They are good drawings.
Yeah. Here's another quick topic. We forgot to hit on the debate. They were talking for a while about if homemakers are worth anything, and everyone's debating whether homemakers are worth anything. And it was driving me crazy because it's like no one mentioned the simple fact that can't you account for home? Okay, well maybe your wife doesn't make anything taking care of the kids, but isn't that money saved on like babysitting? I mean, can't you almost put a quantifiable amount on that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a quantifiable amount for sure.
Yeah.
Just based on nanny rates.
Right, like if you want to pay housewives, give the breadwinner a tax cut.
If it's
I
clean.
mean, you do get a tax cut though. You get your dependents deductibles. So can you claim your wife as a dependent?
Oh,
as a question.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are tax cuts for that.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's what they're talking about it. They're talking about it. I think to myself, it's such a simple thing. It must be just a stupid talking point.
Well, listen, anything women want is inherently stupid.
Well, I can't argue with that. I mean, what I want is stupid, but it's stupid for the right reasons.
Listen. There's your kind of stupid is like I want an original 1960 series Star Trek, communicator sort of thing. Their kind of stupid is like I want. I don't even know. Want a good education for my kids. Like that's not comparable.
No. We'll spend the rest of our lives trying to figure out what they want. Apex, Silverfish, you guys got any topics before we wrap up?
Nah, the bootstrap song was my main one for the day because it's just so fucking hilarious that people voted.
Our boy in chat, Raji Gorman, says he likes chubbies. How do you guys feel about that?
Offended.
I'm happy you're enjoying yourself over there, buddy. I hope you find a woman who likes it as much. Or, a man, whatever. Leave me alone.
Silverfish likes chubbies, right?
He does. I don't know where he is right now, though.
Oh, this son of a bitch. Look at your co-host full blast. Like, one of them's Australian. It's got the most annoying voice in the world.
Yeah, it's great.
Me, just super drunk. And Silverfish is just gone.
Silverfish, Silver my fish. What are you doing? You've abandoned us. I'm not paying you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, guys. You're earned your keep.
Can you hear me?
This is a fair ship.
Huh?
Yeah.
You've
No.
got the last
Can you
thought
hear me?
about chubby women.
Go.
Have you guys been able to hear me this entire fucking stream?
No.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Because you,
What did
chubby
you do?
women, yeah, they're great.
All right. Well,
Just
that's
like fat, gross
yeah.
tits.
that's been the after show for February 7th. Guys, thanks for listening. Chat, thank you for watching here.
Christ.
Hope you had a good night. Thank you, super chatters, very much. Closing ideas, arguments. First, last, thank you again for the $50. Mirax,
Yeah, fuck yeah. Thanks
thank you
to
for
that
3.
guy.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks, Killian, for coming on and talking about Hitler powers or whatever. The Vril.
Yeah, base 24 and the commandant. That's what he was. That's what he was all about.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I'm full blast. It's been my pleasure, and I hope you have a good night. Everybody, take care.